Afternoon. You ever wonder why different persons struggle in various aspects of their life? For some people it may be a financial issue, for others it may be relationship wise. Everybody have their own issue, self-confidence issues and so on. And I remember when I was at Bible study, Sunday school, about 2 weeks ago, the leader was talking about it, that even before we were formed, each of us was given an individual gift. And because the enemy cannot take the gift away from us, because that would mean he going to Christ and trying to take our gift, which he cannot do. What he does do is throughout our entire life's journey, he manipulates us. He messes with our character, he messes with our integrity. So for example, suppose your purpose was to build probably a home for the vulnerable persons or children or so on. You could have a situation where throughout all of your life you struggle financially, so you barely can pay your bills. Sometimes based on your income it is way less than your expenses. So for your entire life's journey you struggle financially, and therefore your purpose of building a home for children, vulnerable people, the old age, or whatever your purpose is not realized, because you can barely provide for yourself and your family, much less to build a home for the vulnerable. You could also get the gift of being a motivational speaker, or to give encouragement, or to be a preacher, or to be a leader in something. Why I was trying to do this outside thing here, forget the nature in this thing, but it's pure nice anyway. It could be that you were to be a leader, a motivational speaker, or somebody who is always at the front, but throughout your entire journey you suffered self-confidence issues. You probably were molested and abused, so you lack the self-confidence. You probably you don't feel so proudly about yourself, or you have a past or a reputation where your character really tarnished. Probably you were raped, probably how you used to live, people look down on you. So who are you now to come and speak to me? What qualifies you to come and speak to me? So that is exactly what the enemy tries to do, because he cannot take your gift, he cannot mess with your purpose. He tries to manipulate our integrity, he manipulates our character, and there are times when he deliberately tells some lie on it. You understand? There are times when some things happen and you know to God that it is not true, or even the whole gossip thing. So it will cause even your same friends them to start with some gossip about you, which is not true. So those are the ways he tries to manipulate us. But the Bible tells us that we are to come to God boldly, confidently, courageous, and sometimes even being a speaker, so you have this fear, you're always shy and fearful. Even suppose God say, right, you supposed to have a couple businesses because you have financial intelligence, or you have some wisdom where you can probably build a school, because it does not have to be a spiritual gift, it can be something that will give back to humankind. So what if you were to build a school and so on? The enemy can probably cause some little things where you're always fearful and you're always shy to do certain things. So it's like your purpose or your gift is never realized. But God is reminding us today that he did not give us a spirit of fear, but he gave us a spirit of power, he gave us a spirit of love, and he gave us a spirit of sound mind. And some translation will say he gave us a spirit of self-discipline. So if it is that you know that something is not good for you, so whenever I feel fear, I tell myself, this is not of God. This is not of God. God did not give me fear. And I have to keep saying that to myself. And sometimes I still feel fearful, but feel the fear and do it anyway. And there are a lot of times, even we had prayer meeting the other night, and I was called upon to give one of the intercessory prayers, and I was there, me like, oh my God, why pastor choose me? And me want to say no, but me I said no, God did not give me any fear. God did not give me any fear. And God will put words into my mouth, and you understand. So I try to take away myself too. Sometimes, a lot of the times, we put self in front, So I just made myself available, and although I'm nervous and afraid, you know, man, me just I said to myself, all right, calm down, Candice, and me try to take some deep breaths and me remind myself that I was not given a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power. You must have like a sense. So if them ask you to pray about bringing back sinners to the fold, think about it, you understand? Don't just go there black. You understand? And while you're thinking about that, you ask God to speak through you. So don't just give up on your opportunities or so on. Use those to push you and propel you forward, instead of turning down things because you're shy and fearful. And I must confess, and some people know, I am really a reserved and shy person. So me doing these videos is a medium for me to get rid of that fearfulness and shyness and being able to speak properly and every little thing, you understand? So find avenues, find channels, find mediums that you can use to excel yourself, because God not give you certain things and everybody have a purpose here, so you need to find your purpose and work on it.